Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be joining a really well-known trapper in Pennsylvania named Joe McCarl. He traps all kinds of stuff from beaver to fox and coyote, and I'm going to do a two-part video, part one and a part two. In the first part he's going to be doing mostly dirt hole trapping and flat sets for fox and coyote, and then in the second part the next video he's going to be doing water trapping, and he's got some really sweet video with that, with actual beaver catches on caster mount sets. He set up a trail camera over the set and got the actual beaver getting caught on multiple different occasions. So that's really sweet video, and he's going to sit down and do a little interview and talk about what he does. And he does nuisance trapping, and he has a bunch of farmers that contact him to come take care of the predators off their farm. So with that said, let's get right into the video and see how a real trapper does it, because I know a lot of people watch me and scratch their head, which is, I understand. This guy knows what he's doing, and you can tell in these videos.
My name is Joe McCarl. Live in Northwest PA, about 35 miles south of Erie. Today's November 17th, 2017. Tomorrow will be 4 weeks since the season started here in Pennsylvania. My numbers are down a little bit this year from last year. I think I'm at 63 red fox and 3 gray fox and 19 coyotes. Last year, in a little over 3 weeks' time, my numbers were 90 fox and 10 coyotes. I think with the more coyotes in the area is why my fox numbers are down. But
and you run about how big of a trap line?
when I started out, I typically try to get on 20 different farms or 20 stops. I think I was at 19 the first couple of weeks, 19 stops, and I was running about 70 traps. Right now I'm down, the last couple of weeks I've been down to about 3 dozen sets on maybe 12 to 14 different places.
Okay, and your preferred trap is?
My preferred trap's of MB 550, 2 coil with the offset jaws.
Okay.
I think the 4 coil is overkill, and I like the offset jaws because it's a lot kinder if you do catch anybody's cat or dog. And I like the earth anchors, the Fox Hollow Super Stake earth anchors with 16 inches of chain. People can't steal your stuff unless they get a tool to pull your traps, and it holds any coyote I've ever had.
Okay.
When I start out, I sink every location, good location, I put 2 dirt holes to start with, and once I get the whole line out, then I'll start adding flat sets. I catch more coyotes in the flat sets and more fox in the dirt hole sets. You'll see, there should be some footage somewhere in this where you'll see how I make my different sets, but those are my 2 main sets. After I make a catch in a flat set and they tear it up a little bit, then a lot of times I'll make kind of a trashy walk-through set out of it. I like to have flat sets in because they'll take the weather a lot better when we get some real bad weather that it floods the dirt holes out. But you can see today it hasn't been too nice. Still got my rain gear on.
Yeah, we got muddy today, and unfortunately didn't get anything.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to pull traps, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to pull traps because I'm heading down south. I'll be leaving the last week right after Thanksgiving for Georgia. I'll be down for the winter. I'll trap at least a month and a half or so down there. And then I had an invite this year. I'm not sure if I'll go yet or not to southeast Kansas.
Okay, and down there you're catching coyotes and?
Down there I'm working mostly on quail plantations and on deer and turkey. Big chunks of property that they manage the deer and turkeys on for hunting. I'll be doing predator trapping, and any place there's beaver problems, I do a lot of beaver trapping also.
Okay. And you've recently gotten your license to do?
Yes, I just passed my test in Pennsylvania to become a nuisance control wildlife officer, which any kind of nuisance wildlife, beavers that are flooding property, flooding roads, skunks. I'm hoping to get going with that, especially in the summer months. And what I'd like to do is do my predator trapping down south in the winter, and then trap nuisance wildlife up here in the summertime is what my goal is.
And you're making your own bait. Hopefully some of this footage we'll find, will list some of the baits he has, but what do you prefer to use?
I prefer, right now my preference is I make a canine bait of my own, which is a fresh beaver meat, never frozen, with a few added ingredients, and it's been proving itself real well. I'm going to give it more of a test down south this winter. I've been real impressed with what I've done up here. And my friend and myself put up a beaver caster lure. It's a heck of a beaver lure. I catch a lot of beavers every year. There was 3 of us trapping together, and we limited out 40 beavers apiece up here in the month of March last spring. And it's on this Bearded Man beaver lure. And I use a lot of it canine trapping also. At almost all my flat sets, it's when I'll put 2 or 3 different lures at that flat set, and this Bearded Man beaver lure, caster lure, will be one of the. And when I'm using a louder bait, if I do use more of a tainted bait that I buy, like a Powder River bait or something from Minnesota where it's a little tainted, I use this on the sheep's wool with the tainted bait. I'll use a little louder lure on my bait because mine's a real mild bait. We're handling both these things, kind of trying to get these moving along a little bit. And anybody that wants to try them, if they can get a hold of us.
Yep, I'll list a card with this or something. And so that's a little bit of information. Hopefully we'll get some footage gathered up, and Cliff can put together a video here and edit it how he wants to. And we'll see it online.
All right, thanks, guys. Getting that trap absolutely dead. Critical. So it don't go wrong. That's pretty good.
Here we are with Joe McCarl again. He's got a spot back in here. These coyotes been giving him a little trouble, but he finally fooled this one. There's Mr. Coyote. It's an old 2-track coming down in this old pit back here.
Yeah, I had 4 sets up about 80 yards ahead on that path and caught a couple coyotes, but then I got a lot of junk too. There was a lot of activity up there, and the coyotes just wouldn't commit to the sets, so I got out of here for 2 or 3 days and back in and made 2 fresh sets, 60, 80 yards from the original sets, and fooled this one.
Yeah. Nice dog here. We'll get this set remade, take care of this coyote, and go get us another one. And then if you can see here, it's just an old road bed back in on this high point.
So this set here you're using, that is a remake set of tools?
Yes.
And then when you put all your fresh stuff in, it's never been...
That's a set of tools I know is not contaminated with anything. It's all it's been used for is brand new traps. Any trap I'm remaking, any kind of a set that's had bait, especially bait or lure, I use a remake set. That trap's a little close, but it'll be great for fox. It might be a little close for coyotes. You know, if you get something contaminated with the trap, you start seeing it dug up.
Mm-hmm.
Time to move the location, put a new trap and stuff in. See, these sets have caught. You see the catch circles? That's why it's all built up so high and everything, because the animals got it.
So you had a fox in here, and...
Yeah, I've caught a fox. Fox in one of these sets and a coon in the other one. Trap's bedded pretty good. Later in the season you get, the uglier this gets, the more shit you catch. Everything gets tore up, blown up. The red fox like it.
On a morning with Joe McCarl, day on the line, doing a little red fox trapping. 2017. Joe, why don't you tell me what you got going on here?
Well, I got a fox in this nasty muddy day.
It's a nice fox.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a picture of them. I like to keep a picture of everything that I catch. This was on a flat set. I got a couple dirt holes. It looks like I got a trap fired here. Looks like a deer. See what the... Oh, and this trap's fired too. There's a big out. Wow. Too wet to remake anything. Looks like I got lots of work for tomorrow. So we'll take care of this fox and get on down the line. This was originally a flat set and I got that fox in it, so I'm going to try to make a little bit of a walk-through set here. I know that scent's still, I know I still have lure in the ground. This is one of the old traps. These are the helper springs I was telling you about. See how it's four-coiled, how light those springs are. I like a two-coiled trap, but when they start to get weak, I'll put these little helpers on.
Why don't you tell me what you just did there, Joe?
I just made a little walkthrough set. I put some. Usually I don't have my bait and lure bucket with me. A lot of times I'd use two different lures, but I use two different. I use the coyote urine gland mix on this side and the fox urine gland mix on this side. You can see how I've left some stuff piled up on each side. It's basically just a walkthrough. If he wants to smell either hole, he's going to walk through.
All right, thank you.
It's the best I can do with what I got right now with this weather.
So this was kind of a flat set turned into a walkthrough set.
Right. There's still some sheep wool with different lures stuck in the ground right around
the trap's still better where it originally was. So with this weather and the way things are, it's the best I could do with what I got. I'll probably do something a little more with it when it dries out.
There's the other set.
Here we are, November 11th, with my friend Joe McCarl. We just pulled up to the second set of the day, and here we got Mr. Red Fox. It's a balmy 15 degrees out here this morning. We're hoping for a good day with this cold spell. You can see it's an ideal spot, crop change, cornfield. We'll get this fox taken care of and make a reset.